This is NOScast here, episode 19. We got the man and the myth, Itchy Skink.
Yo, what's good?
Why you say it so low? Yo, what's good? Like,
Oh,
damn.
shit.
So, I was on vacation for the past week, Itchy. What?
Missed you, bro.
You did?
Not really.
You didn't
But
miss
that,
me?
that was my week. so like yeah, that's a lot of gaming time we missed, bro.
I
But like it's
know.
cool, dude. I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, I went
At
on.
least I'm hearing about it like for the most part right now. I knew you came home.
Well, man, I didn't want to leave.
What?
Hold on, we're having audio issues. Talk.
Oh, who's
We're having.
me?
Yeah, with you, we're having audio issues.
What's wrong with it? Is it too quiet?
Yeah.
Just turn me up.
Alright. Well, like, I turned you down. You're at the same volume, and then, like, I don't know, for some reason you seem like you're down. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. And you talk, like, it cuts in and out. Like just now. Hello? Barely.
I'm gonna plug my phone in. See if it's just a little better. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You sound louder now.
Yeah, I think it was just the low battery. Phone just started trying to save itself from dying.
Okay. Alright, so back to. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. But yeah, I was on vacation, man. I went to LA for a week and whatnot. It was cool. I got to chillax, chill,
Yeah,
go to the beach.
nice being with family out there.
Yeah, I got to see my little cousin, my baby little cousin, and whatnot. That was born in.
First time you seen your baby little cousin?
Mm-hmm. Her
Yeah.
actually, her. Just got to see her. Yeah, she was born in November, like after Halloween. So, and I got paid too. I got paid.
Because you did PTO.
Yes, I fucking used all my PTO. Used it all. So yeah, but it was cool. Like I got to like go to the beach, smoke some weed and whatnot.
Right.
So, but yeah, but yeah, bro. But I hate Walmart though. I hate it, man. I see. I'm trying to switch actually.
Where are you going? Like I know we've been talking about you. Like what? Switch jobs or switch
No,
positions?
switch. We'll like switch from night to evening. So,
Oh, okay, so
so
you want to do like the midnight?
no, it's what it will. It will be what 2 to 11. It'll be like
2
2 to
to
11.
11?
Yeah. So I'll get off at 11 instead of working the whole night. I'll get off at 11.
What do you get?
So, and then yeah, that would be my schedule. But they're bullshitting with me and whatnot.
They really need. It's always harder for places to have people on nights. So that's where they want people, but they don't necessarily treat the nights people the best.
Mhm. Like one coworker of mine that was on nights got switched to mornings. It took like maybe a week or two for them to switch him, but like he got switched to mornings. But like I don't know, like people on evenings, like we need people. I don't know why they're like saying that we're overstaffed or night crews understaffed, whatever. Like
So you're saying evening staff is
they saying evening staff is overstaffed, and they're saying night staff is understaffed.
how many people are for each?
It's about I'm not even sure really. I think it's like 30. I think night crew is like 30, 40 people. And they're not even supposed to have like 30, 40. They're
You
supposed to
said
have,
evening is 2 to 11, right?
yeah.
So what? They have a mix. There's some people in between there for like the day crew is mixed in with them. So there's like a small stretch.
Well, they're not counting the people in day. Like, they
I
separate
know they're
them.
not, but I'm thinking about like how the shift. I know what the evening crew. You go in before they leave, right?
Yeah. I go in there before they leave.
So there's meshing between shifts at
Yeah.
some points. But yeah, like they're there when it's open.
Mm-hmm.
But like you're mostly talking about the people in the back because I know that's your section, right? You don't really know, about, like you probably know people up front, but you probably don't know.
I know, like, people on stock crew. Like, Cap 2, Cap 1, and night crew. I don't know, like, the
You don't know. You
cashiers.
don't know the.
I know some maintenance and whatnot, but, like, it's not even, like, all that type shit. Like, I just know stalkers because I'm a stalker. So I just know stalkers and shit.
Right, right. That makes sense. So like you're talking about like same job, different shit, and like I don't know, maybe seems like night is actually the time where they if they even have like about the same, like unless that's just the busiest time for theirs evening shift.
Yeah, I don't even know.
But
Like, I'm
night
just,
shift like really just seems like we're because the store closes. It's not open 20%.
well, yeah, like, the store closes at 11. So
Yeah,
evening
so
means,
they get the most of their work done at night.
yeah,
Like
or try to at least get their most work done at night.
because the day people are just trying to maintain the day.
Well, yeah,
Night
they're
people
like,
are trying.
they're uh getting the top stock and they're bringing it down to shelves and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. They're maintaining the night shift. The night crew is setting up for the next day.
Yeah, well, Cap 2 pulls out the pallets, makes the
I'm
pallets,
saying over. I'm saying as an overall
yeah,
statement because the store is not closed at night. What are you doing at night? You're setting up for maybe not tomorrow. Sometimes you're setting up for further into the future, but you're setting up for the future for the most part.
yeah, pretty much. So, and like, I don't know, it's just this night shit isn't working out anymore for me.
No, it makes sense because it's just not convenient. It's not
I
like
don't
you
I don't have a life. Okay.
right.
The only time I had a life is when I went down to LA for a week. You know what I'm saying? That was the only time like I had somewhat of just chillaxation and whatnot. I don't have a life. They say, oh, doing nights is cool because then you have the whole day to do shit. I'm sleep for most of the day.
Right,
Or
but some people, they fucking stupid.
I sleep for
They
most I sleep for most of the day because I'm trying to, like, when I go to work, I don't want to be like a zombie. Be like, why just,
right, and that's how you see a lot of people that are in that have that attitude. That's how they
you know
see
what I'm
it.
saying? I come and then, like, and then if I go to work like I'm a zombie, then I'm slow. I'm not
Yeah,
working as fast when then they start fits and whatnot. And it's just like I don't want to do that shit anymore. Like, my freaking supervisor slash manager slash coach or whatever the hell you want to call them was like, "How come it took you 4 hours to do one pallet?" Mind you, I was in pets. This was
right,
last night. I was in pets, and yes, it was one pallet, but they split it into three pallets. So it was three
right.
pallets, but it was one big ass pallet because her dumbass told me the other night, just keep stocking the pallet, just keep just making this big ass fucking pallet basically. And then towards the end of the day, it fell.
And then you had to
Now,
pick it up.
well, I didn't have to pick it up. Some team leader or whatever had to pick it up, and or Cap 2 had to pick it up, and they made it into three pallets. So
Wow,
it was one pallet. It was one pallet, but they made it into three pallets.
right.
So it was like three small pallets. And it took me 4 hours to do that. And plus, it's pets. Pets is like there's like big shit, but there's also small shit. Also, there's small boxes and whatnot. So it's very like time exclusive and like the whole shit. Plus, I only got like what 6 hours of sleep or whatever the hell, 6 7 hours of sleep. I was
Yeah,
tired.
because you're trying to get back to being used to the schedule now, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get back to my
Because
like.
you were getting like because when you're on vacation, you were living the life of like a day walker, but
Well,
you're just a
yeah,
night walker.
pretty much. Like I would sleep.
I'm just saying.
It depends when I was on vacation. Like I would sleep six
Oh, you were a
hours.
prostitute when you were on vacation.
Well, like I would be like I would sleep, but I'll be up for most of the night. So it's like I will sleep and wake
Yeah,
up like maybe 2 3, and then I'll be up for most of the night or whatever. And then I'll be
yeah, that
up
makes
for the rest
sense.
of the day. Probably get some naps in here and there. But I'm saying like my whole entire shit got fucked up. So now like she's fucking giving me shit about why it took you 4 hours to do one pound. Because I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
Because I just lived the life of a normal person for a week.
You know what I'm saying? I was chilling for a week. I wasn't doing the whole night shit in one night, staying up all night, sleeping all day. I didn't want to do that. That's not a vacation. Plus, I couldn't do that at the end of the day because I had to go to work with my aunt and one night, sit at her office and chill for fucking 8 hours and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really do that. You know? So it's like they 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 just like one like the night before she was all praising me on my dick and everything, talking about you're a superstar. Da, 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 da. In one day. It took one day. Oh, I didn't go as fast as I usually did. Why did it take you 4 hours to do one pound? Because I'm tired. I literally passed out at lunch and whatnot. Like I was that tired. You need to come to work and be happy you're at work and blah 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 blah. Bitch, we're at Walmart.
Like where else? How the
We're at
fuck am I supposed to be happy here?
we're at
I'm in the
Walmart.
pits of hell.
We're at Walmart, stalking in the middle of the night, and you want me to be happy? Come on now, bro. You
Like,
think I
are you
want to
really?
come to work every day and be, oh yeah, like no. There's not
Yeah,
one
dude.
person I see that's at Walmart happy that they're here. There's not one person.
No.
One. There's
You,
not one
you don't
person.
you don't have that single weirdo that's like really happy.
No. I don't see one person. Not even coaches, team leads, none of that. I don't even
They're all
see
like, it's just another fucking day.
well yeah. I don't even see her happy when she's here, this freaking coach that was talking to me, whatever. So I'm just
She
like
needs you to be happy. She doesn't. She doesn't get paid to be happy. She gets paid to pay you to be happy.
and whatnot. So I'm just like, bro. She's like, you need to think about your career and your career at Walmart and whatever. I'm like, this is not gonna be my career. I'm not gonna stay here for
No,
25
they're
years.
trying to hang over your head that you only got no time off now. They're going to like expect you because they know you can't just stop.
Like they have this I don't give a fuck vibe. You know, they even though they don't say that, but it's just like I've seen from teams and managers. I don't give a fuck vibe. They just want it done or whatever. They just want you to do it, and it fucks up whatever or
Right, which I mean that's understandable because it's a job. You're there to get the job done. But at the same time, like how they portray that is where it's really at. Like they might not be good.
they don't say it. They don't say it. It's just like they just have this vibe or whatever. And they wanted me to come in tonight. I'm like, hell no. I'm not coming in tonight. It's my
It's your night
day.
off anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my night. My team lead Alan was like, "Do you work tonight?" I was like, "No, I'm off." He was like, "How many days did you work?" I didn't answer his question. he's like, did you work 40 hours? I still didn't answer or whatever. And I was like, I'm off tonight. And he started laughing, whatever. I don't know if he was joking because he has this like type of shit where he has a weird personality or whatever.
Right.
And then the same female that came and talked to me after lunch or whatever was like, do you work tonight? And I was like, no. She's like, you're off? And I was like, yeah. She's out. She was like, can you come in tonight? I'm like, no. She's like, why? Because I lied. And I was like, I got family shit or I got business I gotta do tonight or whatever. She's like, okay. I'm like,
You don't have to lie about that. But I mean, like, it might have made it easier for you, but you don't have to lie about that because it's your day off anyway.
hell. See, if you don't have an excuse, they're gonna expect you
No,
to.
no. If it's your day off, you don't need an excuse.
Yeah, true. But, and then my coworker was like, man, be a team leader, bro. Come on now, be a team leader. I'm like, fuck this job. Like, I ain't be no team leader for this job. Come in on my day off for like what? Hell no. The fuck?
No, there's
Plus,
no like. If, I would understand if it was like your career. If you intend, you full intend.
like, hell no, bro. Like, I would not be a team lead for this. Be a team leader or whatever. Not a team lead, but like team leader. Like, no, I ain't be no
No,
team leader.
that's just the same.
What'd you say? Itchy. We're having we're having problems again. Itchy. Yo.
Oh, I can hear you now.
I don't know what's been going on with this internet.
Uh, I accidentally touched something, and then like my music started playing, and then I turned off the music, and I couldn't hear you. So
Uh,
I ended the call and called you back.
but what were you saying?
What did you last year?
I don't even know to be honest with you. But like they wanted me to come in on my day off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like that was like the last. I was like they wanted me to come in on my day off, whatever, and I was like, no, hell no.
of course, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying you don't have to fucking
But
like.
it's, like
I understand
yeah,
you. It makes it easier because like they're gonna be like, oh well, why not? Like you don't really have to give them an answer. Why not? It's your day off.
but it's like I don't know. It's just like my coworker, he was like, and I was like, they wanted me to come in tonight, and he started shaking his head or whatever. But like he was like, come on, man, be a team leader, bro. They're gonna start taking your hours. It was like, and I'm just in my head like, I wish they would take hours away from me.
No, all they're doing is they're trying to give you, trying to force you to have hours, and then they're gonna take our like it's all intimidation.
I wish they would take hours away from me.
Yeah, but I don't think they will.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't take hours away from me. They would rather have you come in every freaking day than not have you come in.
Right.
Like the more people come in, the the better for them. Even if it's one truck, two truck, whatever. More people come in, the better, and whatnot. Because that's more employees, more hands, and the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't know. I wish they would take hours away from me and whatnot.
Right.
They wouldn't take hours away from me. I don't think they'll take any hours away from anybody. They would rather have you here than not here.
Of course.
You know, if they can make you come in every fucking day, they would. But I ain't coming.
No,
I ain't coming on my days off.
and
If
people do it. People do it. People
like
get
if I
suckered into it.
but if I had bills to pay, then it's
But
different
they
though.
get yeah. That's they get overtime. They get
They don't
their
even give
bills
out
paid.
overtime like that. That's the funny part. They don't
If
give
you
out.
go over the hours, they have to.
Yeah.
But like I know, like you said, like they can sneakily like just shift it over.
Mhm. So, but I'm just like, and he sometimes comes in on his days off and whatnot. I'm just like, if you want to do that, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. That's on you. I ain't coming on my days off. That's just
Right.
me. If I had bills to pay, then that's different. I need the money. Okay, then I might come on my days off because I have to, you know, do some shit. But at the end of the day, I ain't coming on my days off. Hell no.
Shit.
You can suck my dick on that.
I mean, one thing that you could argue is that you could build up your vacation time faster.
Well, yeah, like you can build, but I'm tired. If I was doing
Yeah.
evenings, it would be kind of different.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm doing
Because then you'd be able to get up early enough. You'd be able to get home and go to sleep early enough to where you could get up and have at least some part of your day.
yeah. I if I was doing evenings, then maybe I'll come in on like my days off, whatever, or like think about it. But I'm doing nights, man. I have to get a
Yeah.
full fledged of sleep to even attempt like to come in, and that wouldn't even make me attempt to come in either.
Right.
I take advantage of my days off. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Yeah.
If motherfuckers don't want to take advantage of that, that's cool. That's you make more money, cool, whatever. Bada bing, bada boom. But I'm taking advantage of my shit.
Right.
You know.
Some people that's the only way they know how to live. But
I don't know. You know.
yeah.
But it's just like I don't know. I want like at the end of the day, like I want to switch the cap too. But at the end of the day, or whatever, I would want to get the fuck up out of there. Like I'm trying to leave. But
Of course.
if I could switch the cap to evenings and whatever, then I'll be like, okay, I'm cool. I'll stay here for a little long, whatever. But at the end of the day, though, I'm trying to get the fuck up out of there. I'm trying to
This is
leave.
this is a night like this is a big. How long have we been? This is a big portion of the podcast, dude.
I
We
know.
went from talking about your vacation to just like ragging on your job, which I mean that's pretty much what the last one was. But it's good though.
It's good though. But yeah, I've been making gameplay for my podcast. Like I've been making
Heavy.
like yeah, I've been like recording a lot of gameplay for my podcast and shit. Cause I'm bored. I'm like I don't got any like watching movies is cool and all, but like I want to watch a movie and game at the same time. So it's like that's kind of what I
Right,
do a
right.
little bit. Is I have a movie
So
playing
what do you play the movie
I play on my TV.
on your TV?
Yeah,
Like on
like
what? What do you like
on the one
smart
on the
TV?
one X on the one
Oh,
X.
on the One X, and then
Yeah,
you have because you have a 3 monitor setup now, don't you?
I have a two monitor setup, so I don't have a three monitor.
Okay,
I've been spending money on shoes
and
and
then you
shit.
have well, I'm including your laptop because you're recording on your laptop.
Yeah, I don't use my laptop for movies.
Oh, are you streaming up through Twitch?
No, I'm just recording on OBS.
So you're using your laptop?
Yeah, yeah, I'm using my laptop to record. As you should know this, right? I'm using my laptop to record.
Yeah,
I'm watching the movies on my One X, and I'm playing video games on my Series X.
right. So you have 3 monitors. You have the laptop monitor,
Okay, yeah,
you have the gameplay monitor, and you have the movie monitor.
yes.
3 monitors.
Okay, fine. Since we be technical, and I'm trying to get a fourth one. It's just I've been becoming a very big sneakerhead. A very
No, I understand. I understand. Like, I don't know, dude. I think I don't want to pressure you, and because I know, like, I don't mean to, because I just believe you could achieve what you want with like YouTube and stuff like that, and like not just YouTube, but doing like podcasting, like not necessarily podcasting, just I know it's just your dream, right? Um, I just
Just
think
a
you
dream.
could achieve stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I forgot my point because I'm high. Um,
That's hella. I forgot my point because I'm high.
yeah.
Like,
Uh,
like I just like I don't know. Like I get into these phases, and I don't
no,
think
I understand. I do too. I
like
do too.
I
Because
get.
you know how many unfinished projects I have, dude?
I know one of them is mine. But I get into these phases or whatever where like I got into a phase where I was in a phase where I was like buying a lot of movies, buying a lot of games or whatever, like focusing on my like gaming shit. And then I don't know, something like clicked and all of a sudden like I was buying shoes after shoes after shoes after shoes after shoes after shoes
Yeah,
after
and
shoes.
I warned you. It's like you be careful, but it's like you just gotta. Do any of them have any resale value right now? Like, how many
Well,
shoes you gotten? Like
I have probably 15 or more now.
50 or 15?
15, not 50. I wish I had 50 shoes. 15.
15. Okay, so like, yeah, I mean that's not too bad, but I know they're pretty expensive shoes, aren't they?
They're mostly pretty expensive. Like I'm like I bought some like classic Pumas, like classic
Yeah.
Pumas or whatever, and one now like I'm like yeah I'm buying expensive shoes of course, but I'm also buying shoes that I like. I'm not just buying any expensive shoe.
No, right, right,
I'm buying expensive shoes that I like, whatever, like Jordans, Nike, like Air Forces and whatnot,
right, right,
Pumas,
right.
some other shit.
No, and it's like there's definitely should be room in your life for that type of stuff, but you just don't want to go hog out wild with it while you're trying to like, because really you got to think like I think we're both like more gaming focused. You got to think of life like an RPG, and like you're the main quest. Like everybody has their own main quest. It's like an MMORPG, but like there's no main quest set and given to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and every step you take is actually a step forward in your quest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like, so you just got like view it at that angle, and then you could like kind of game it because like you could because like I know some things are stressful, but if you view it like that, you can think of it like oh like I'm building these attributes. Like when you're doing like something that you're really like passionate about, but eventually the passion like just it's too cumbersome for to do something, so you like kind of like don't feel as passionate about it. But then like it's still just as gratifying to get through it, and like because you eventually get to see the transition between like your quality over time
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and you get better at it and like stuff like that. So like you might get to the point to where it's like really more stressful, but you also like get to like love it in a broader sense. Like you understand it more. And like what at the beginning you're kind of just it's like I want to do that. That's awesome. But at
Mm-hmm.
the end of it, you just like you respect the art of doing it.
Well, yeah, like like gaming is cool. I gotta sneeze. But like gaming is cool, and I still do gaming. Like I still like I'm
Mhm.
passionate about it. But it's like I've kind of made like a left turn and still focused on it, but like I'm
No, and
also
it's
focused
and
on
your turn
buying
is
shoes.
definitely with something you needed. Like you need to like be able to because you go all in on something, but like I understand like work is really like you said, if you change your work style, like your work life balance, then you like you said, you might be able to put in more time. But I can't put all my confidence in that entirely because this is your first job. And I have no previous experience with you like without a job. But I do know you when you weren't working, you are willing to do some tasks that are pretty tedious. Um,
Yeah,
so like
well, I had energy. I had all the time in the world, you know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
tired every day, you know what I'm saying? Now since I've
right,
been
right.
working for 7 months, I'm always tired, you know what I'm saying? I just like I don't have the energy. Like, yeah, like if you're passionate about something, you'll find the energy. And I get that and I try
Right,
to
right, and obviously not everybody does, even if they are passionate. It just it's if you view it like the RPG standpoint, not everybody has the skill to weave their way out, and it's not necessarily skill. It's like, not everybody's on an even playing field. Not everybody's starting in the same spot. Not
yeah.
everybody's dealt the same hand. So like it's like an MMORPG, but you start the game and you didn't even get to make your character. You are the character that started.
Mhm. Well, yeah, well that's like it's just like I want to do YouTube. I want to do Twitch. Like I want to do all this shit and whatnot. And I'm doing it still.
Mm,
Like you know what I'm saying. It's just like with Walmart and doing nights and whatnot. I have prioritized my sleep.
of
That is
course.
like a very like I lose stress over this shit. I really do. And that's not
And
that's not a
obviously,
good thing to do.
obviously, you're still releasing. You're not releasing as much as you want. Um, I don't know. Are you have happy with how often you're releasing?
Like yeah, because I'm still releasing stuff. It's not like when I first started where I was going months without doing YouTube and whatever because I literally was just chilling watching movies and shit. But it's like
Right,
I'm at least releasing something. You know what I'm saying? I'm at least
right,
putting some type of effort into something. You know what I'm saying? And I've gotten better, and I've kind of became I've slowed down a lot more. Like when
right,
before Vanguard was out and Cold Wars, I was fucking every day. Like I was just boom boom. I would sleep eight
right.
hours and just be on Xbox all day. So it's
Yeah, dude.
like
But you were doing it so like I know it was because of the way the games were, but did it what you were doing was awful. Like it was awful. Like I know I talked you into doing it originally because that's actually how I got through. Like when they first added that mechanic into the game. But like, dude, I stopped doing it shortly after the thing came out. It's like it's not even worth it. Like I did it for only a couple seasons before I told you about it. Then when I
yeah.
told you about it, I did it for one more season, and then like I never did it again.
See, even when I was working, I was still doing. You know, I was still playing every day, fucking grinding shit. I would like 6 hours. 6 hours a day I was just on the game. Just boom, boom, boom,
Right.
boom, 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 boom. And on my days
Right.
off I'll be
It's
on there
because
for
I told
one.
you the secret, but that secret, it's like you either give because you were all down for giving them a lot of money, and I was like, no, no, dude, you don't have to do that. You
I
can not
I
give them a lot of money.
I was like I
You were
was
all down to give them a lot of money, which
I
it's
w-
like, no, dude, that's
what
so bad.
what I was doing in gaming.
If you would have gone through with that, like I know you played a lot of gaming, but if you would have gone through with that, sure, because I know like part of what is like your mom wanting you to get a job, right? But I feel
Hmm.
like if you would have gone through and just started buying all through, that would have happened a lot sooner.
Indeed.
Because it would, hey mom, can you give me like $50 to play through the season pass? It's cool because I already got enough COD points back to buy the first 20 levels. So
Like if I don't know. I gave up on the battle pass. Like I haven't like the last
no,
two battle passes for Vanguard I've not played. I have not played. Like I played
no,
season
I
one.
played the one because like I eventually sometimes just get enough COD points to like buy the season. So like I had enough to buy the first season for it, but I didn't finish it.
I think
Like I
yeah,
didn't.
I bought season one, I believe. Or they actually gave it to me automatically because I bought the $100 version for Vanguard.
Yeah,
So they gave it to me automatically. But I didn't finish it.
right.
I gave
I
up.
mean, I got pretty far through, but I got the game like pretty far after other people got it. And like I played it quite a bit when I first got it, but like I just stopped playing it for a bit. Like it's not. I actually enjoy the game, but like
I
I
don't
didn't go
enjoy
in.
it,
I didn't
man.
go into it with the same hype that people do. Because I know like most Call of Duties I've gotten when it first came out. This is the first Call of Duty since like I don't know. It's been because like the first couple of Call of Duties I got like Christmas. I didn't get when the game first came out. But like there was a while I had a huge string where I was getting them every year, right the day they came out. I was pre-ordering some of them, but I stopped doing that. It's like I didn't even buy Vanguard when it first came out. I waited.
I bought Vanguard when it first
Unfortunately,
came
I
out.
bought it a week before it went on fucking sale,
Uh huh.
which is fucking stupid. I seem to keep doing that.
Like I don't know. Vanguard I just gave up. Like I played Vanguard heavily, and then when season one came out, I played it. And I was just like, "Fuck this." I got through Prestige one, two, and three. Like I did the whole shit and the whole night, and then I was just wiped out. I was just like, "I'm done." And then when
Right.
season one came out, I played it. I was like, "Oh, this is cool." and I just gave the fuck up. When Shipment came out and whatever, I was like, fuck all this shit. Like,
Dude, when summer comes around, I know you don't like their zombies, but me and you, we need to record. We need to have a session of us playing zombies on it. I know it's not your favorite, might not be
I'll,
my favorite, but I
I'll
kind of
do
just like
Cold
going into
War.
it.
I'll
Nah,
do.
dude, let's play the worst game. Like let's play all the zombies.
Oh, I thought you were just playing Vanguard. I was like,
Nah, but we should play Vanguard zombies too. But we should play all the zombies.
Vanguard Zombies is okay. Like, it's
It's just different, like the way they do it,
I don't know.
because
It's
you
kind
go
of.
through and do the challenges and stuff like that.
Which is it's whatever, to be
Right,
honest
and
with you.
that is that what you didn't like about it because they changed it so much. Like you were expecting to be
Yeah,
more like,
I was like it's like Cold War, but it's different in a way.
mhm.
There's no round based maps. It's basically fucking what's it called? But
Right.
this
You
is
may
what
you pretty much go through rounds when you finish each challenge.
which is I think is shit. I think that's shitty. That's fucking
Right.
garbage.
You can pretty much farm money on the lowest levels, but like the zombies come slower. Like I don't know. There might be like hidden Easter eggs and stuff based on levels.
Well, like you can farm money, but it's like it takes like a lot longer and whatnot. And it's like I don't know. That shit gets boring after a while farming money though. It
Yeah,
just gets
but
boring.
like I think it's I don't know. I haven't played it with anybody yet, so I just want to play with somebody.
See, I played it with RJ and all of them and that fucking people. But yeah, I don't know.
So have you heard any news about Minecraft 1.19?
Hell no.
Okay, so I've heard a little bit, but I kind of been keeping my ear out because we're running a Minecraft server.
Uh huh.
Hearing whispers of 1.19 kind of scared the shit out of me because we just updated. We just updated from 18.1 to 18.2. Um, but and that was needed to be able to get the Xbox players and stuff. So so 1.19 is not officially out. It does the snapshots out. So people haven't all gotten it, but some players on console might get it. Which that's really what we're trying to aim at is the console players because that's where most of our players are right now.
Uh
Because
huh.
I know you have it on PC, but would you play it on PC or Xbox?
I played on both.
I mean, what would you
I
regular
prefer it
like?
on console.
So you'd play it on Xbox. Did you ever get that app?
Yeah.
Okay, did you it worked on Xbox for you, or
Me and
did you
you
not?
were playing together.
I didn't know if you got it working.
Yeah, I had the one above my head and the whole shit.
Right, right, and then then you just stream from there. You just gotta make sure your phone screen stays on because if it closes, then it'll disconnect the server.
See, now that's
Or
stupid.
some, yeah, it's stupid. Um,
But
yeah,
yeah,
but
it's
yeah,
like
no, we
I'd
should.
rather play on console.
Yeah, and then that's what we're gonna try to keep up with. But we also got to worry about our plugins. So he said most of the plugins stay up to date with the servers, but it's not promised. So they might not stay up to date. So
Hmm.
that means we might have to change our infrastructure every once in a while, which is kind of scary because let's say we have a player base and let's say the money system breaks between an update. Well, how do you transfer to a new money system and make people keep all their money?
Well,
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of
Right,
scary.
right. Yeah, and that's. I mean, I'm not expecting that, but you have to think about the worst case scenarios. Hope for the best, which the best should mean all of the plugins move over gracefully,
Hmm.
but prepare for the worst, and that's kind of a bad case scenario. If permissions get broken, that's a bad case scenario because then everybody can do all the commands and stuff like that. So there's just some things that have to be updated. And if they don't keep up, then we can't keep up with the console players, and then our server's down for the console players.
Well, that's what happens when you deal with console shit. You know,
Yeah,
I would say like, yeah, like focus on consoles and whatnot. That's cool, but I
I
would
mean,
still.
It is a Java server, and it's way easier to keep because to have Java players because like with Minecraft Java Edition, you can play on any version you want.
Yeah, like I get that, but I would still like until like you have some money rolling in and all this other type of shit. I would try to stick with PC for now. You
I'm
know,
not. What do you mean? Like I'm not even spending money to get the console.
no, okay. I'm saying I'm not. I'm saying once you have money coming in, once you start making money
Oh,
off this shit, I'm not saying like,
well, people we know IRL are playing on console. So
yeah,
like,
I know that.
and I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about like other people. So like
Yeah,
we just we want it's not a means of money. Like we don't have to make money to accept the console players.
I know.
Um,
I'm saying like because for right now, what is it? It's just you and Noble working on the shit.
yeah, but
Okay.
it's like those are worst case scenarios. Like when the update comes, we will because we will try to be keeping up with the news with it. We should be notified like right when it comes out. What
Mhm.
we'll pretty much do is just tell people not to update their game if it's not ready. If they update their game, then that's unfortunate. We lost a player until we can update it. But like we pretty much want to be able to communicate with the players on console when to update their Minecraft.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because like you can keep the game out of date. It'll say, "Oh, you can't play online," but you tried it on console. You know how that app works, right? Like
Yeah.
you connect to the server through the app, and then you connect to, and it connects to a local server on the game. So
Yeah.
you don't even need to have online. You don't even need to have the Xbox connected like to the actual internet. It just needs to be connected to a router.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I get how it works and whatnot. And shit,
Yeah.
like, I totally understand that shit in the whole nine. Like, it's just like, I don't know.
So you could keep the game out of date. It won't mess it up. But then you just can't play other people. Like you only be able to play on servers that are in that version.
Yeah.
But the only problem is you can't go back to older versions on the Xbox, which is that's unfortunate.
Well, like I've told you, and it's probably, I don't know why they try to separate how consoles work and PCs. I don't know why they do that, but they do it for some odd reason. It's probably a control thing. I have no idea. But if
Right.
you have a lot more freedom on PC than you do on consoles.
Well, we're actually like we're modding the game to be able to make it to where console players can
Y-
play.
yeah, I get that and understand that, but I'm
So
saying
like
like,
it's not made to work like this.
well, yeah, but I'm saying like on PC you can switch between updates. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You
right,
can switch between hella shit. You know, on consoles you can't. You have to up.
right.
It's
I
it,
think it's
it's
because the player bases are viewed differently.
yeah, but it's like consoles are toned down by a large margin. You know what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying?
really that version of the game because you can't really pick versions on the Bedrock on PC, but there are apps that you can get that do let you pick versions, but the
Yeah,
official one doesn't. Like
yeah.
if you get it through the Microsoft Store,
Uh huh.
it does not let you pick the version of the game.
Yes, but if you mod it or hack it or like you said, get apps, whatever, you can pick the versions and whatnot. On consoles,
Right,
there's
and that's
no.
because they have the version. That's because they have the version download. There's really no, yeah. There's no really no way to do it on console except you can just download it normally, and then if you know how the file system works, you can probably change out the files for the older version.
Whereas that's a lot of stuff
That's a
that
lot
you.
of work.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. On PC, it's boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? On consoles,
Mhm.
you have to do a lot more work. It's not like on 360 days where like technology was technology, but it wasn't like how it is now. You know what
What
I'm
do you mean?
saying? Like, how do I explain this? Like on 360, it was a lot easier to mod on the PlayStation 3s and
Oh yeah,
360s.
because they had like the J tags and
The
stuff. Because they
J.
added a lot of DRM. They added a lot. Because I mean, that was the DRM on the Xboxes, but the DRM was really easy to break.
Well, that's what I'm
Um,
saying. They've gotten a lot harder through the Xbox One, the Series
yeah,
X, the
yeah.
PS4, PS5. They've gotten a lot harder to mod these consoles. Not saying it's
Right, but
not
they've also at the
possible.
same time they've also gotten at the same time easier. When the Series X first came out, there like it wasn't a bug. This was actually a feature, but they had to patch it because Nintendo got mad. Um, but like you were able to like install anything you wanted on it. You can install Nintendo emulators. You can install Linux on it. You can install Windows on it.
Wow. And Nintendo got mad?
Because people made videos about making installing like Mario like old like Nintendo games on it. Like you could play Mario Kart on the Xbox Series X.
Sounds like Nintendo was just being Nintendo.
Yeah, and then Microsoft patched it out because it's like, oh yeah, that is a big door for piracy.
See, like, I don't have a problem with
It's not completely patched out though. You can still get your dev license and you can still develop games on it because that's pretty much what it was.
well, yeah, but it's like, what's up with people having problems with piracy? It's like if you do piracy, you get shamed for it.
Because it's theft. Because
Yeah,
like okay, so I like dealing a lot with open source stuff
yeah,
and like just taking that's not piracy. You can just take that.
yeah. Which Android's
Um,
open source.
not all of it.
Yeah, but you
Um,
know what I mean.
yeah, Android is mostly open source. And there's some Android phones that are entirely open source, but not all Android phones are open source. Um, but what was I getting at? Um, man, you got me on a tangent. I forgot where I was going.
That you do open source a lot.
Oh yeah, open source, and then something that's closed source. They might be able to. They might give it away for free, but it would be illegal for you to give it away.
Mm-hmm.
So something closed source can still be free for you to use, but not free for you to sell. Something that's open source is usually free for you to use and free for you to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, applications are usually made up of stuff that each have their own little licenses. So an entire application has a bunch of licenses attached to it. So some parts of it might be open source, some parts of it might be closed sourced and stuff like that. So like that's really how software is built up, like when it comes to the legality of it. Um, but like if you were, so what was I going? Something about you using something closed sourced. Oh yeah, piracy.
Yeah.
So if you were to just take something that was closed sourced, that's piracy. If you were to like sell something that was closed sourced, that's piracy. Only the person that owns the rights to sell it can legally sell it. And only the
Mm-hmm.
person that owns the rights to legally use it can legally use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well,
just like you buying a bag at the store. The only difference is you can buy that bag and then you can like just right click it, copy it, and paste it, and then give away the copy.
yeah, but it's like I don't know. It's like people you just get shamed for doing piracy because
Right, but you
I
also get shamed. People get shamed for stealing.
yeah. See, like I
And
feel
of
like
course, it depends on how level. Because like if you're it's like small thefts, people like you might get shamed differently than if it was something big. Like, oh yeah, I robbed a house. Like that's a little different than oh yeah, I went to the store and stole some
gum,
candy. Yeah,
some little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
people, like you shouldn't get shamed for doing piracy. If you do piracy, you do piracy. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I guess
N-
I it's still
would you
illegal.
shame
Like
someone for
there's a whole
piracy?
would I
if
shame
someone
somebody for
if
piracy?
someone
It
told
depends on what they. If okay, so on a personal level, because like on a legal level, if I was to be running a company and I was to hear somebody in the company music, or if I was to like be working for a company and somebody did that, then you'd have to immediately get rid of it.
yeah, well that's different though.
But like if it was somebody that like couldn't afford something, they just wanted to test something out. And it depends on what it is, really. Like if they're like, it really depends on what it is. Because some things it's like, oh, you really should pay for it. But like some things it's like, okay, like that's cool. But like if you did it, like it depends on the frequency and it's a
Like
gray area. It's a gray area.
okay, like to me, like
But like but if a professional, it's just never do it.
mm,
Because I'm not telling you, I've done it before.
everyone has done piracy. I've done
Yeah, and
piracy, but
I've gotten caught once because my friend came over and pirated a game on my internet, and then I got a letter in the mail, and I didn't even get the game because it was on his laptop. It was just down on my email.
yeah, like to me, like if you can get something for free, shit, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't like free shit? It doesn't matter how expensive it is. If you can get something for free, who doesn't like free shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. At the end of the day, like, if I could take a Ferrari for free, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
But here's another argument, and this is actually something I did. So, and this is before I didn't know there was a free version of this software because like I was just learning about it. But there's this game making software that I wanted to get when I was younger, which is actually like you know how I said I made like the asteroids game like when we first met each other.
Uh huh.
I don't know, you might not remember. I made like an asteroids game, but it was with this thing that I got. Um, so I found the software and I didn't know there was a free version of it. So I went and pirated the full on paid version of it, which is crazy stupid of me, but I didn't know about. It wasn't until a couple years later that I found out that there is an entirely free version of the software. I never published anything on it. I made a game, but I never published it. I didn't do anything that wasn't already free, but I
Mm-hmm.
pirated the paid version of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
get
like
what
in
you're
that
saying.
case, that was kind of stupid. Like it's like, oh, I could have just gotten everything I did. I could have done for free, like anyway.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, I don't know. That's just me. If I could get something for free, I would do it.
No, I understand.
Piracy or not, you know.
No, I understand. It's
If I can
I
get
mean,
free,
it's.
if I can get,
I still say on a realistic level, it's a gray area. It
yeah,
really depends on.
it is a gray area, but at the same time, like if I could steal some J's, I'll do it. You know, and get away with it, I'll do it.
Right, right. I know it's just like the kind of person you are. So,
It's just that's just who I am. Like if I can steal some J's and get away with it, or some Air, I'll do it. Like you know, but that's if I can get away
right,
with it. If I can't get, wow, you know, I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying? But if I knew I can get away with it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I'll steal or whatever. But it's like I wouldn't just do it because I want to do it. I'll like think my options. Like, can I really get away with this and whatnot? You know what I'm saying?
right.
I won't just go balls to the wall and just like take that shit and call it a day. You know? But I don't know. You know, I've spent
Well,
I've spent over $1,000 on J's or on
dude,
shoes
that's
actually.
wild. See, you could have bought a nice computer, and you could have been well off on making really high quality content because you wouldn't be stressed about how long it takes to edit HD video.
No, like I'm not saying one shoe was $1,000. I'm saying all
No,
together.
and no, but I'm saying like you could have, because I didn't buy my computer all up front. I bought part at a time.
Yeah, I know.
So it's kind of like your shoe collection.
Like my shoe collection is well over $1,000. Well
Right.
over. Well over. Maybe
Well over
almost.
mine when I got it, it was just a little over 1,000.
Like my gaming collection is almost I think 2,000. By gaming collection, I mean like my gaming setup. My bad. I had that really badly. My gaming setup, display or setup is well over 1,000, almost 2,000. Defined by the Elgato, the computer, the controller, the Xbox, the One X, the Series X, the PlayStation, the monitor, the TV, external hard drives, cables, whatever. Well over 1,000, almost 2,000. So I would love to get maybe put that in the 2,000 margin. If I get this monitor, I'll probably have it in the 2,000 margin.
How interested are you in doing graphics, like learning graphics design at all?
Doing graphic design?
Yeah, yeah. How interested, like game graphics design?
I don't know. I know it's a lot to do.
Like, dude, I don't care what your quality is. Like, I'm not even asking for anything super high end. I'm just bringing that up because like next semester I'm set for taking a games programming class, and if you learn some basic graphics design, we can make a game together. Like you could do like the some basic, like just learn some basic 2D graphic design.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'll
not like,
I'll be up for that. But it's
yeah.
like, ha- oh man, I was yawning. My bad. But yeah, I'll be up for that. It's just wanting to learn it. It's like I'll be up
No,
for
you
it.
don't even have to, dude. You can literally, we can start with basic shapes. I just want
Like a
something. I want some.
square.
I just want to work buddy. Because like I'll do the programming and stuff. I just want to be able to like brainstorm wacky ideas because it doesn't have to be realistic. We don't need to make the types of games that we would play because just because like we're making the games, we're gonna play them anyway because we're making the game, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like a different kind of feeling being the creator of the game versus just somebody that's playing a game that they found. You can make some pretty shitty games but still think it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. But
Like
like,
you talking about like doing triangles and squares and
yeah,
basic
we
shape.
could do basic shapes, like build your skills, but like try to learn like animation skills. Like you can do everything as a circle. Like you can, if you can make circles but draw like faces on them, you can make a game just with like the characters are all circles, and the only shapes that are not circles is the scenery and stuff like that.
Uh huh.
Just learn the animation so you can like make circle characters so everybody's a circle, so it's really easy, and then you just put faces on them.
Yeah.
You can make it into a shooter game. You can make that into an RPG game. So then you can just make a bunch of characters that are circles, and then you can like make gun textures for them, or you can make hammer textures for them.
Mhm. Yeah, that would be cool. I
So
wouldn't.
you
I
can just
wouldn't.
start learning texturing. You can learn all the skills, but start with the simple stuff, and then work your way up to the more hard stuff,
Uh huh.
and maybe rehash some of your older stuff as you go along as you get better.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't mind learning it. Like
No, I definitely like it
I
would be
know
like
some type of drawing skill. Like I used to
right.
draw when I was little. Now, it's been years since I really driven. Like draw,
Drawn,
not driven. What am I talking about? Drawn. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I used
Yeah.
to do like art and shit. Like I used to be a good drawer. But like,
No, and if you get like a drawing tablet for your computer, then then you would probably be able to like get. It's not gonna feel like paper, but like as you get used to it, like it starts to just feel more natural. It just doesn't feel natural if you're used to pencil and paper, because it glides a lot faster. And
uh,
there's a lot of different like I got one years ago for like $25. It's a pretty shitty one, but it works. There's better ones that have screens on them. Like you can get ones for less than $100 that have screens on them. But like it's kind of like the size. If you're okay with drawing on a small pad versus a bigger pad, because I had one that didn't have a screen, but it was a pretty good size pad. It was actually like the size of a piece of paper.
mm-hmm.
But some of like the ones that have screens, but they're like they're really tiny.
Yeah.
But like yeah. I mean, but they get really expensive too, and I don't think you want to go super expensive. You don't want to pretty much spend the same price as your laptop on a tablet that probably has a better graphics card than it.
That's funny. But yeah, like I wouldn't mind drawing. Like it's just like my skills aren't up to par anymore. Like I
No,
would
dude,
have
it doesn't.
to.
If you draw and you consistently draw, then whatever discrepancies you have will flow throughout the art. I'm not asking for anything that's. I'm not asking for you to be an Activision game artist.
Hell no.
I'm not asking for it. Because I'm gonna be next semester. I'm going to be learning game programming, and I've already like in my own time. Remember, I was building my engine from a book that I had, and so
Mm-hmm.
I've already dealt with some basic sprites and stuff like that. So I'm not asking you to make like 3D game art, which would be awesome too. I've dabbled with Blender once, but I don't. I think you don't want to mess with Blender with your computer because like it'll probably frustrate you. Because yeah, if you accidentally do things, you can really slow it down to a halt, to where it's one frame a minute.
The only edit, like the only like thing I've used was Photoshop.
Right, right. And GIMP is a lot like Photoshop. But like you
And
don't necessarily have to just use GIMP. Like I don't know, would you be interested in pixel design or would you rather do like regular drawing? Which you can do regular drawing in the pixel design too. It just does it in pixels.
I'm not sure. Like pixel design is
Well,
cool.
I don't know. Like you don't have to create it. Like I don't know. I'm just thinking of ideas because and it doesn't have to be right away. I'm just putting it out there because I'm taking a class next semester, and I'll probably have a better chance at attempting making a game again after. Like I'm not saying because I've attempted doing this task before, making a game. But I'm actually taking a game development class.
Uh-huh.
Will it make me a better developer? I hope. Will it? Not. There's
Well,
no
can't you
guarantee.
do
There's no.
coding graphic design too? You can do coding graphic design.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's not the same thing though.
What
Yeah.
is it?
That's yeah. It's. I could do it like that. I've like done parts of that before. But really, I would rather have like graphic design because like I can just put it through my EST, no, my NC, no, yeah, it's my ECS, my entity component system. So I
Uh-huh.
could run it through that. Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I'm listening.
Okay,
Um,
okay, I can run it through an entity component system, and like the texture, I don't know, I'd rather you texture it. Like
so like with coding graphic design, could you texture it through coding graphic design, or would you have to like coding
it's
graphic design it
it's.
and then like texture it after?
I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Alright, but what I was saying, so with coding graphic design, could you texture it through coding graphic design, or would you?
Yes, yes, you because like everything you do with that, like because really when you're importing textures, it's running through like the coding graphic design, I guess you could say, and like it's printing out the image. So like it's
Mhm.
drawn. If it's a vector-based image, then it'll draw up the vectors and stuff like that. It'll draw up the texture and stuff like that. You can hard code in textures and stuff like that into it, and you can make like procedural textures and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, you can do that. You can do it that way, but that's just. I don't think I have the time
Well,
to
no, it would be
to
a
like.
lot of work.
It's easier for you to just make a texture, make that.
Well, yeah,
By
like
hand.
I get it. It's a lot of work to do coding graphic texture
Yeah.
and whatnot. You know.
But no, on some levels, like that does have to be done. Even when you are doing like the regular, they do get loaded in and put into the graphics render and stuff like that through the engine.
Mhm.
The engine controls when the frames change and stuff like that. Pretty much when you're hard coding it, is you pretty much hard code the images.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing 3D, you hard code the models, and then you can like hard code their positioning. So the animation is like the positioning over time and stuff like that. So yeah, you can do it all hard coded like that. You don't have to import a model if you don't want to, but it's just pretty much the modeling apps are doing all that, and it's importing the stuff that tells the engine how to do all that.
Mhm.
So you don't have to hard code it.
Yeah. Well.
At least that's
Oh,
with my understanding. I might get it wrong.
like I said, I'll be up for it. You know,
Yeah.
I'll be up for it one night and stuff.
No, I just say start practicing if you got the time for it. Like start doing some doodling, look up some YouTube videos and stuff.
Doodling.
Um, yeah, by not this summer, but the summer after, I'll have we can make a game.
It's a long time.
Maybe next spring.
Uh huh.
I know it's a long time, but that's what I'm saying. Brush up on your skills, so by the time we can work on a project together, you have skills.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
But yeah, it's
But I don't know. Just my graphics writing skills and whatnot. It's been a long time, man.
your
A long.
graphics writing skills.
No, I didn't mean. I mean like my. That was retarded of me saying that. No, I'm saying like my drawing skills.
Right.
I don't know why I said that. Um.
Yeah, no, I'm not even. I don't even care about how good your drawing skills are. Because, like I said, I'd be cool with just a bunch of spheres with faces on them.
Hmm.
Like, I just want some graphics to play with. Like, and even if you don't, I actually already have a bunch of graphics to play with. I would just like to work on a project with you, just in case it was to turn into something.
Yeah, I
We
hear what
could
you're
we
saying.
could split the profits on it. Like, I'm not trying to make money on it, but like, if I don't include you in the project, then
Yeah,
I would I
I
would have
hear.
no reason to just give you the money.
I hear what you're saying. Like my little sister's a good drawer. Like my coworker, who he doesn't work at Walmart anymore, is like an amazing drawer. Like this dude can do shit.
Right.
Like he's fucking like crazy good or whatever
Right.
and whatnot. But he's like a hardcore Christian and whatnot, and like his
Right, but
belief
you don't
is.
necessarily have to put in like because if you were to put in all that effort onto one image, you're gonna have to put in all that effort for all the frames. So
Hmm.
like I'm not like I said, I'm not asking for anything crazy. Like you can do low pixel images. Like if you want to do like animations and stuff like that, you can, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like if you want to make a game, try to keep things like leveled up with their sizes. That's like one thing you just gotta raising of the pixel.
Hmm.
So like you can keep characters and stuff like that all this around the same size. unless the character is supposed to be bigger, because then you could like make aliens and stuff like that. But that's as you get better. Like you can just start off with basic
Aliens.
humans,
That's funny.
aliens.
Aliens. We should do like aliens versus circles. No.
Like, what if we do something like okay, so we have this is just a basic like old school type game, and it's let's say we make it for the phone, right? So you can play. I don't know. I'm imagining it either in portrait or landscape. Like it might be a different game if you hold it in either of those ways.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're holding it in portrait, then you have a little like human on the bottom with a cannon, and then you have these aliens coming down in parachutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have other stuff. You have to catch the stuff and kill the aliens.
Yeah.
And then if you catch enough stuff, then you can unlock weapons. And then if you unlock enough weapons, then you can go into the first person mode.
Now that would be interesting. No, I'm serious. That would be actually really interesting. How you can go into first person mode or whatever. If you do a certain task or achievement, skill
Yeah.
points, whatever, like make up some type of bullshit, you can go into first person. And let's say, I don't know how well you could do this because I don't know, like hardware and whatnot. Is
I'll
that
be right
once
back.
it go, okay,
Continue your story.
so fucking, I don't remember where was that. Shit, I do not remember where I was at because you had to go do something.
I had to do it.
Oh, fucking A, bro. Um, bro, I literally lost my train of thought.
I remembered it when I went up there, but then I
Huh?
forgot it when I came back. I remembered it when I went up there, but I forgot it when I came back.
Oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Shit. Anyway, um, fuck, whatever. I'll, if it comes to mind, I'll think of it. But like, so like, okay, you know how have you like you're a music person, right?
Right,
You listen to music and stuff
right.
and whatnot. You know the science between music more than I do because you actually did it in high school and whatnot, I would assume. So explain to me why, like, when you listen to a song, you like, how do I like explain this? Like when you listen, like if like let's say you're feeling sad or whatever, or you're feeling depressed, or you're not in the good shape of mood or whatever, and you listen to a song that's also like upbeat but it's sad at the same time though, and you like fucking just start getting more depressed and sad about something.
Well, this I don't know this for 100%, but like different notes are like tied to like emotions
Uh huh.
and like different chords. It's not just the note; it's the chord. So like the orders the sounds are played in
Mhm.
can change the way that it feels. So there's like some chords that'll give you an exciting feeling, and there's some chords that'll give you a scared, anxious feeling. Which a lot of the same, those are a lot of the same chords, but usually it's like
You're talking
sharpened,
like you're
and
talking
then the
about beat.
depressant.
You're talking about beats.
No, I'm talking about the chords. I'm not talking about the beat. I'm
Oh,
talking about the sound,
like what
like the
is?
notes,
I don't understand what that means, bro. I'm be honest with
like the pitches.
you. I'm being dumb right now. I'm be honest. I'm being dumb right now.
Like you're not understanding what that means.
No.
Okay, so like it's like do re mi
Fa
fa sol.
sol re mi do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know how so those are like the tones, And
Uh-huh.
like if you do them in certain sequences, which I don't remember off the top of my head because I haven't done them in years, but like if you do certain sequences, then they give off certain feelings.
Uh-huh. So you're talking about like lyrics and stuff too? Or are you talking about lyrics
The
or
lyrics do have something to do with it because they put the lyrics next to the sound. And like if you're talking about rap, which I'm assuming you are, because that's probably why you don't know what pitch is. Like a lot of rappers, they sometimes do pitch and intonate their words, but like it's not necessarily what rap is about.
yeah.
Um, so like I understand because that's what you primarily listen to. If you listen to pretty much anything else, there is notes. Like there's
Well
other than
yeah.
just beats.
Well yeah, like
Um,
there's even
because you're mostly
even in
with
like even in pop there's some type of like upbeat type shit in pop. And
right,
sometimes,
right.
okay. You
But
know.
it's the beat is a part of it. So the way the beat is playing is going to produce a feeling. Then you
Uh-huh.
have the harmony and you have the melody and the synchrony of those two produce a feeling. And then there's multiple parts within the harmony and the melody because there could be more than one harmony. And the melody is like the main stream of the sound. So that's like the main line. But you need the bass. So the bass produces a feeling. And then you have the harmonies, which produces a side effect feeling to the melody. And
Yeah.
the melody produces the feeling. And all of these feelings that are being produced is based upon the order in which notes are played.
Yeah.
So the notes, it's not necessarily the words that people are using, but they usually, like, the best songwriters would mix the when the words and the notes come together. So if you have it in a certain way, then you can make certain words seem stronger just by the notes that are accompanied with it.
Yeah.
So like you can get like the extra punch.
So usually when you have like a tone with a beat, you know what I'm saying? Like some rap songs, like it's a rap song, but it has this like tone of a beat where it's like a sad tone or whatever. Like it's a sad, like it's a, you know what I'm talking about though. Like it's a sad beat. Like you
What do you
tell.
thought? Yeah, I know what you mean, but like it's not just the beat, and the beat does like the slowness of the beat does have add to the sadness. Because it is kind of like, and also like when it has the when a beat is slightly off, and they could do that on purpose. Like it's just not like not every note's hitting on a time that you want it to.
Mm-hmm.
So if a beat is off, then it could give you an anxious feeling. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I know what you mean. Like, but I know what you mean, but like you say it in a different.
Like I'm trying to explain it in the best way that I could, where I can understand a little bit. Like I don't know. Like it's like where it's like a beat, but it's like like if I could play the song without getting fucking
You're talking about okay. So are you just talking about the beat, or are you talking about the melody and everything
like
accompanied with it?
the beat and the melody put together. You know what
Okay,
I'm
okay.
saying?
Because I'm not
So,
talking about the lyrics. I'm talking about like the beat and the melody, all that together. The
yeah.
lyrics do add something to it because the words and how depressing the words are. Because like you can change the way a song feels. Like you can have words that mean one thing, but a beat that means something else, and you can have a song that's totally fucked up where you have the lyrics where it's somebody talking about killing people, and then you have a beat that makes it like, oh yeah, this is such a happy day. Like yeah.
Uh, like well, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I could play the song without getting fucking what's it called, I would,
No, I know what you mean.
but I'm not gonna play because I don't want to get copyrighted or
No,
whatever.
I know what you mean. I just wish you had better words for it.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how to like, cause like I know music, but I don't know music at the same time because you actually know it to a steady point because you actually
Certain
did it.
extent, like I did it to a certain level. There's like I didn't take the music theory class. My girlfriend took it. I learned a lot from her taking it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But like I didn't learn everything, you know.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
can't say I'm an expert. I'm no expert. I've had some practice. I've performed,
Uh huh.
and like I've heard some things. Like
Well, yeah. Didn't you do gospel? You did gospel, right? Like you did some type of
I
gospel.
did I did madrigals. I did. There's like some like pop. We did some rap in a couple times. But like that's in one group. It was one group in the fall and one group in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they even exist anymore because that Elkhart combined schools. But I don't know. I don't know if they exist anymore. But yeah, they yeah, that one we went out and did paid gigs for the school. Um, the other group was chamber, which did gospel. I did do gospel like church music too. But it wasn't all church music. There was just some
Mm-hmm.
church music. Right.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I be like this, like because I get to listen to music at work. Like, they let us have headphones in and whatnot and shit. Like, and I literally be like listen to the music and whatnot while I'm working. And it's just like my whole entire like tone changes about what I'm doing, as in stalking wise or whatever. Like, or like isn't I wouldn't say it's bipolar because bipolar is on a whole different level. But like, wait, you could be happy and then you listen to a song and you start like going through this like depression or like this type of like sad feeling
Yeah,
of like,
because the music is manufactured to make you feel.
mm-hmm,
It's an experience. It's like watching TV, but you're instead of seeing it through your eyes, you're feeling it through
mm-hmm.
your ears.
Well, yeah, well that's what I'm saying. Then like and then you like your history or like the shit you dealt with, whatever. You start bringing it to your mind and you start like
Mm-hmm.
thinking about shit and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I know like that sounds hella corny, but like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like I listen to a lot of rap music. I try to venture out and listen to other shit because like why not? Like rap music gets boring for a little bit because it's all the same shit if you really think about it. But like I try to venture out, but it's like I don't know. I just can't. I can't do rock. I can't do pop. Like it's all like corny shit
Right.
to me.
I get myself into phases. Like I listen to everything, but like I can't just immediately dip in and out to something unless I like dip my toes in both things at the same time.
Uh,
Um,
I could
but
dip in
I
pop real
listen to
quick.
pretty much everything though.
See, I can go into pop and listen to a pop song, whatever, and then dip out real quick. I'll be like, hell no, fuck this.
No, I end up usually listening to one type of music for a while, but I pretty much listen to everything. And then like when I stop, I get bored of one type of music, and then I start listening to something else. But I'd start in like dipping in slow. I don't just immediately go into something else. Like, and what I mean by slow is there's usually like an entrance point. There's one song that gets me into that type of music for that point in time, and then I start listening to all other types of music from that type of music. You know?
See, like me, like music, I can dip in and out of shit real quick because
Right.
that's just. But like with like like with other stuff, like I have my phases with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like music, I don't have a
Right.
phase with. Like I can dip out and shit with music, but with other shit like gaming, shoes, whatever the fuck it is, I can like it be a phase, whatever. But like right now, I'm in a phase of buying a lot of shoes, and I still am in that phase. And it's just like at one point I wasn't like I was buying shoes, but it wasn't like that. I'll buy probably like one pair of shoe a month. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like crazy
Right.
like I
Right.
am now. I'm buying like 5, 6 pairs of shoes a month. Like it's crazy type shit. Probably even more now. But like I go into phases or whatever where it's like and it wasn't even just like even before this I'll go into phases where like I'll play a game and I want to use this gun. And I'll only use this gun for like a month or like 2 weeks or whatever. And then like I get tired of that gun. I want to use a different gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, or a game. I'll get into a phase of game like Call of Duty. I wouldn't say was a phase like Call of Duty, but like I'll get into a phase where I'll play Call of Duty and then I'll play a different game. I'll play that game for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's kind of like, and I still do get into those phases with video games and whatnot, but it's like I've gone to a more bigger phase of just buying shoes. You know what I'm saying? Where like I'm just buying shoes and shoes and shoes and shoes and shoes. Like it's kind of like people, like my friends say, it's kind of like addiction now for me. Where it's like
Right.
because I never like I would if like before like I was a shoe person. I was always been a shoe person, but it's like I was only able to get like Christmas time, birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Like I was never able to get shoes like that because I didn't have money like that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like since I have my own money, I have a debit card, credit card. I'm just it's like just spending it. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm saving. Like my mom says, like as long as you're saving money, you can go through your whole check balance if you want to. I don't care. Just as long as you save money.
Right.
As long as you put in $1,200 a month in your savings account, I don't care. You can dip out
Right.
your whole
Right.
checking account. So I'm just like, okay, like, and I've kind of put it that into play into my own mindset where it's like
Right.
just
Right. And
save
that's
money.
kind of where, because like when I first started making money, right, I didn't spend at all. But then my dad told me, he's like, "Oh, don't feel bad about spending." And then that's when it went down the drain. It's not. It didn't all get out. Like I said, I learned how to save some. I did start like investing and stuff like that. So like I learned some of that stuff. But like I ended up wasting all the money after that. Like I didn't really spend anything. I literally didn't spend anything
hmm
till like, oh yep, I'm just gonna spend my paycheck.
Like
But
yeah, like that happens to everybody. Like it's just a
yeah,
thing where, but it's like even when I got my first job, which was 7 months ago or whatever.
you mean the same job you got now?
Yeah, the same job I got now. I've always saved. I've always made sure, just like
No, of course.
I've made a priority. I've made it like a fact thing that I have to do is save money. Is because one, I
Right.
want to get a car, and two, like if something happens, like I get fired, I have some money to chill off of until I get a new job or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And one not to live off of or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I've made just like my sleeping thing. Like I made it a priority. Like I made it like a a hustle type shit is to do that. Like no ifs and buts about it. Because like if it was me, like I'm not like even before like I had money, I wasn't a saver. I was always spending that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You know. But now since I have money flowing in basically. When I've gotten to where it's like save, 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 save. Always save your money. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I've been really good and prioritized about it. Where my sleep schedule and saving money have been like my two things I prioritize. Where I do, and like my parents are kind of happy about that. Is I make my sleep schedule prioritize and my money. You know what I'm saying? And plus, my parents said, like, as long as you're saving money, I don't care. As long as you're putting your $1,200 in a month, I don't care how much money you spend in your checking account. Just save, and that's what I've been doing for the past 7 months. I've saved up
Yeah,
over
that's
$10,000. So it's like
yeah, that's awesome.
I've been doing good. Plus, like, my grandma says, "Oh, I'm gonna give you $9,000 for your car," but I have to pick out a car though, and this is a whole nother story. That's like eh type shit, you know, because my grandma's crazy.
Right.
She's crazy. Like she's mentally crazy and whatnot. Like I should have
Right.
had my money. Like she wants me to get a 4 cylinder, which 4 cylinders aren't bad. Like my dad's car's a 4 cylinder and whatnot.
It's
Like
your money though, isn't it? Like that's a good deal.
well, like yeah, like
I know it's not what you want, but like it'll be something that'll get you around.
well yeah, like I don't mind 4 cylinders. Like 4 cylinders are cool. Plus like when they're straight pipe, they sound cool at the end of the day. It's just that's just not what I want. I
Right.
don't want a 4 cylinder.
Right, but you got to
But
think about our budget too, because a four cylinder is generally cheaper than a six
well,
cylinder.
well yeah, but see, here's the thing. She's giving me $9,000 plus
Right.
all my saving money that I'm saving up. So if you add that up, that's like depending on how much money I have in my savings and when she gives me the money for my car, I'll have maybe $20,000 in the bank in savings.
Right.
That's a lot of money. A lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And her thing is like, well, I want to be fair towards your brothers and cousins because if you get a Mustang or a Camaro or a Dodge Charger, you get a VA. They're gonna feel like I favoritize you and the whole shit. When it's like, I don't give a fuck about that. It's my money at the end of the day. Yes, you're giving me the money, but it's my money at the end of the day. You know, and my parents feel the same way. Like, you should be able to buy whatever you want at the end of the day. If you want to go get a Mustang, a VA, go get one.
Wait, so like, how much of it is the money she's giving you, and how much of it is the money you already have?
So I have $10,000 in my savings. That's all
Right.
mine. That's all mine. Now she's giving me additional 9,000.
Okay.
So which in whatever time she gives me that to me, which she says I'll give it to you by your birthday, which that was in Christmas time, which I should have had it by then, but she's a little stubborn, controlling person.
Okay. So how much would the Mustang cost? You said you have 10,000.
So the Mustang that I'm looking at is around 30,000, 31,000.
Okay.
So and it's
So
brand
you're about
it's
you're 2/3 the way there.
well yeah. So and the thing about this Mustang is it's a 2013. It has 26,000 miles on it. So it's basically brand new.
So how long do you think it'll take you to get? But I know, like, your grandma doesn't want to get that one, but
See, this is the thing. Like, my grandma, of course, doesn't want. My grandma wants me to give me a four cylinder because it's slow. Four cylinders are slow. Okay, my dad's car is a freaking speed Gonzales. Okay, like that's just fast. But
right,
she wants me to get a four cylinder because it's good on gas, which they are, and plus like all this other type of shit and whatnot. I don't want a four cylinder. Like I don't mind them. Like I drive my dad's four cylinder in school and daddy's an Acura X and
right,
you
right.
know, like I don't mind it. Like that's the thing. Like I don't mind four cylinders. Like they're cool and dandy. I just don't want one. Like I want,
You want your car.
yeah, I want my car. Like I told, like, what
Right.
about if I get a V6? She's like, no, but that's still a little fast. I'm like,
Wait, so she thinks it's because of the speeder?
huh?
You said because she said it's so fast or something like that.
Yes, it's still because I was like, okay, what about if I just go down to a V6 then? Because I know a couple of V6s that are fast as fuck too, or some of
Right.
V6s that I like. She's like, well, but it's still a fast car. I'm like, bruh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you give me the money and let me go get whatever car I want to go get. Who cares what my cousins and my little brother think? I guarantee you that they don't give a fuck at the end of
They
the day.
might
They,
when it comes to literature.
I'm telling you right now, my cousins get favoritized more than anybody. Okay,
Right.
by her. My brother doesn't get favoritized like that by her, and he's gotten favoritized a little bit. But I'm guarantee you, they wouldn't care. My brother wouldn't care. My little brother, my cousin wouldn't care. How come he has a VA and I have a four cylinder? I guarantee you that wouldn't come across. They don't care.
They'd be like,
But
you paid for most of it, didn't you?
I paid for most of it at the end of the day too. So it's like, you know what I'm saying.
Right. Right.
So it's like, but to me, it's that I just know they wouldn't care. But if I like, let's say if I get this shit and they come back, man, I'm like, bruh, you decided to get four cylinder because grandma wanted you to get a four cylinder. Now I have to stick with that shit for whatever, how long you have to pay it off for. I have me my car, get off my dick. Like, sucks to be you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
GD.
I, I just want my shit. I don't care if I make my cousins or little brother jealous or unhappy that they have these fucking four cylinder cars. I don't care.
You don't care about your cousins. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want my shit. You know, and my parents think like, you know, it's your money. You should get whatever the hell you want. Grandma shouldn't tell you, I don't want you to get this because she's a controlling chaotic person.
Right, right. Because she has money in the skin. She has skin in the game.
Well, it's just like it's not even she has money. It's because she's a controlling person. She's controlling. She drives a 3-cylinder Mini Cooper. A
I
three.
think she, I think she just thinks less cylinders is more superior.
This night
If she
and
can
that
find, if she can find a 1-cylinder car for you, I bet she'll get you in that.
I would never drive that. But that would be terrible. But like even then, like I just why? Why would I want that? Just then it's just like just let me get the car I want to get. If it's a Mustang and it's fast, who who cares? Just let me get it. I actually want a Dodge Charger, but I saw this Mustang that I like also. So
You want a Cadillac?
I'll take a Cadillac.
What
I'll
about
take
one without the emblem?
a Cadillac is a Cadillac.
With or without the emblem?
Yeah, with or without the a Cadillac is a Cadillac at the end of the
No, you could save a lot of money getting one without the emblem.
day.
Because that emblem gives it a lot of value.
You're retarded. But like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like so, but this was during Christmas time. I was like, so where's my money? Oh, you'll get it on your birthday or whatever. That was at Christmas time. She's making me wait a whole like basically 5 months to get my shit.
That's when you get your car.
No, I'm not gonna get my car on my birthday, but like I'm still trying to save. You know what I'm saying? Even if I do get the money, I'm not gonna get my car right then and there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go to
Right.
CarMax and go to lot, give me my Mustang. You know what I'm saying? Like no, I'm
You'd be
just
like, set me up, dealer.
I'm trying to save as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So where if I want a car, I can pay it in full and call it a day.
Yeah, just keep investing in your shoes, and maybe one day you'll be able to sell them and buy a
Hey,
car.
even investing in my shoes, I'm still saving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm still putting $600 into my savings every paycheck. You know,
put 605.
no 600. I'm not putting 605. Why in the hell would I?
601.
Why in the hell would I do that?
Because then you'll end up saving more with a very little notice.
$5 more?
Yeah,
That ain't shit.
I know. It shouldn't matter to you. It'll disappear just nice and safely, and you'll end up saving more money throughout the year.
I would not save more. How much more money would I save if I put in
Okay, so
$605?
you get paid every other week.
Uh huh.
So that's $10 every paycheck. And then what? That's 2 paychecks a month. So that's $20 a month.
Sometimes three. Sometimes three.
Okay, so 20 to $30 a month.
Uh huh.
But we're just gonna cut out the 30 and make it 20. And
Mm-hmm.
then 20 times 12 is two. That's an extra 200 something dollars.
Fuck you. Fuck you. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck you.
It is more. That's just saving an extra $5 paycheck.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Over time, yeah. Like that's more over time.
Yeah, but that's what really matters.
Mm-hmm.
Like the right now only matters a little bit. It's the tomorrow. I mean, the right now matters a lot, but like you're building for the tomorrow. Like you don't want to be working there forever, so you want to set yourself up to leave. But like,
Yeah. Well, that's what I plan to do. Shit, I'm planning to get the fuck up out of there. Like I just want to go to Cap 2 just to chill for a little bit and then get the fuck up out of there or some shit. You know.
right?
But I don't know. But I really want. I've been looking at this Mustang. It's a V8. It's 412 horsepower with 390 torque. It's terrible on gas.
You want to do real estate?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I might not do real estate. I don't know. I wasn't planning on doing that.
Would you do PC building?
Probably, depending on how I feel.
Like, what if I started a business, right? And like you worked in it, and like you could be the California headquarters, and we make PCs and we make orders, and then whoever's closer to you, I send the PCs to you to build, and I'll just FaceTime you, show you how to build it.
What the fuck? That's funny.
That's good.
That is hella funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's in Carmax too. It's all the way in San Jose. I don't even know if you know where that's at.
San Bernardino.
San Jose.
Oh, LA.
No, it's not in LA. That's nowhere near LA, actually. But yeah, I've been wanting this Mustang. Which, like, I can get better Mustangs than this. Like the newer ones. It's just this one's caught my eye, and I really want this Mustang. It's the
I
20. It's
see.
like the older Mustangs. It's like 2013 and whatnot. If you've seen like the Mustang GT500, the 2013
Yeah,
one,
I seen a 2002 Corvette today.
yeah, those are cool. The 2002 Corvettes,
Yeah.
but they're slow as hell though.
Yeah. The engine sounded like it was working so hard, and it was barely going faster than me.
It did.
Yeah.
That's hella funny.
Like, it
Like,
has that growl, like it's a
yeah.
good engine, but it doesn't have the speed like a good engine.
Well, modding older cars is a lot easier. Eh, eh. I might be wrong about that actually. You can mod newer cars.
Yeah.
It's not like
A lot of the parts have chips attached to them now, so it's a lot
well,
more difficult.
well, yeah, true. Like you're not wrong about that. But it's not like consoles where like the newer consoles are a lot harder to mod. You know what I'm saying? Like cars, it's a little different. Like you can like the newer Dodge Chargers, you can mod them really well and get away with shit and whatnot. But it's just like the older cars are a lot easier to mod and whatnot. So plus this is like a 2013, so it's not all the way up there with the newer models, but it's like a 2013, so it's like it's still a newer model.
Right.
It's almost 10 years old actually. It's 20. Holy fucking name, man! This is the 10-year-old car model. Holy shit! This bitch is old. This thing's almost 10 years old. Oh my god!
Yeah.
But I looked at the interior and shit. One that's pretty nice and whatnot. It's $31,000. What do you have to say about that?
You should just get yourself a Mini Cooper.
I don't want $31,000. I don't want no damn ass Mini Cooper.
You
Why
look
would
funny in it.
why in the hell would I want that shit?
Comedian.
Huh?
It'd be funny.
Yeah, it'd be funny, but I look like a clown in it.
Exactly. Who doesn't want to look at you look like a clown?
I don't want to look like a no dumbass clown.
No, you wouldn't be a dumbass clown. You'd be a smart clown. In your little smart car.
Bro, I do not want to be no dumbass clown, bro. Hey man, why you in a Mini Cooper?
You want a
Cause
Tesla?
now Teslas are cool. It's
You want a
just
Rivian?
no,
Why not?
cause it just sounds bad. But
Have you heard of it?
no.
Oh,
But
well, they're pretty big now, but they're supposed to be making their own charging stations, but they haven't done anything with it yet, so I don't know.
Tesla has their own charging stations.
Yeah,
But like, what's it called? Shit, I don't know. But alright, we're gonna call this podcast a day, bro.
I'll call this the Overlong Podcast.
Alright, bro.
Overlong Podcast out. Peace out, motherfuckers.